I'm B. Nathan, no shite. First, I'd like to welcome you to the live. Oh, I haven't done a live in a while, so I thought I would. Today was a very interesting day because since I'm being non-touch tortured, I decided to go outside and not be alone. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but then I get kicked out. And in this process of me laying outside, I talked to this lady who told me that they even rent out rooms here. Like, and that there have been several men knocking on our door at like 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning that are hotel guests trying to pick up women. That's just bonkers. And then I was proceeded to be like not allowed to do what I was doing, and then got threatened to be discharged. So essentially, this place is whack, and it's been like very like oinky boinky around here lately. I don't know how to quite like put it into perspective here, but like the filming, this whatever it is a shite mess because they were doing some serious shite whatever. Whether it was a big party, whether it was like something, but it was really loud. And then the neighbors who got kicked out and now they're renovating the room. Now it sounds like a bunch of planes like going overhead. I don't know what to do live. I mean, like, am I just supposed to sit here and be quiet? Well, um, just filling my water bottle. So the face paint is in protest of the child sex terrorism. Um, it's in protest to the boinking oinking that's happening all around here, and that constantly happens all around here. I wear it as a symbol of like it helps me cope, but it also displays kind of like which direction things are pointing in, shapes and colors and all that jazz. And the hat is found at the dollar store, and I bet you there's shady purposes behind that, behind the making of this. Because when I wear it, people go like, "That's so weird," and I have a whole bunch of them. I'll show you. So we have the ladybug. Ready? Ouch! Thank you for that. Here's the ladybug. See, now I'm a ladybug, and everybody thought ladybugs were girls. Oh no, I can't believe it. See, isn't this cute? Look, I'm a ladybug. I am a ladybug, and I come in peace. I'm good for the environment, but not the ones who are not natural to this continent. Oh, shite. So there's this one, which I think is so cute. And then this one I don't find as cute, but it does the trick. Now it's a blue dog. Look at this one. Eee! Oh, I got my ears, my floppy ears. Oh, shite. See, oh. Oh, my goofy. Oh! Anyways. So there's that one. There's the monkey. The monkey. See? Wow! I don't know. The ape mouth movements. You know, us bonobos come from really like bonobo stock, and then this one is like the Pink Panther. which I find really weird, but obviously we know what this one means. See? Look at this. I'm the Pink Panther all of a sudden. Meow. 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 Yes, the Pink Panther is right here. See? Oh my god, I have viewers. Holy shit. Shiderson. Oh no, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Oh, I have people watching me. Oh my god, so how are you guys doing? Are you guys going to comment? How does that work? No, nobody's watching me. Oh. Well, that's a shite mess. See, look. Now there's one person watching. Welcome to the show. I'm not sure what show it is, but it's definitely a show. Hi, ho, 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 ho. It's a ho, ho, Hierson. And the hi, McHire. Holy, then we have another hat. Now, oh, geez. Well, let's just... Now we have the frog. With the little green frog one day. With the little green frog. With the little green frog one day. With the little green frog. Don't you smokus pocus that you know chocus mocus. I can't believe that you shan't and that and I'll dance all over the plighty shiny with your joy and all ting tings. That's just a bleep bleep blatterson and the clack clack clatterson. That's a no no and the hi Hierson. Holy blokers and oh my god, I have somebody said hi. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so back to the conversation. You, Shiny McTigerson, did that ting-a-ling in the ding-ding-dongerson last summer eve that was not in the right dignified manner, man-dry, that, like, led to some serious, like, activity. Holy shikeys. So, now, are you smiling at the hat, or are you smiling at me? Either, which one do I like the most? I think, let's do the dog. Because I like the ears. Oh, shite. See? What? No, not the dog. I mean, I don't like that. Fine. I'll go back to the bee and I'll sing the bee song. Hey, don't give me those weird looks. Especially you, Mr. Emoji Man. Don't you know that you don't know that you can't see, that you can't do anything but smile and look emoji at me? Oh. What am I supposed to do? I'm a lowly YouTuber. I don't do well. Oh yeah. Here's a bee song. I'm a bee and I like flowers. I'm a bee. I'm not aerodynamic yet. I fly. I'm a bee and I'm essential to the ecosystem. I'm a bee and I serve my queen. Damn right. And what does a bee right to it? Be right back. Bee snatch you later. Ah! Don't be snatched because you might get snatched up, snatched in that trapper hat. Holy shit. Now, would you talk to me? Can you talk to me? Can you ask me a question? Like, is the sky blue? Well, I think it's purple. Damn right the sky is purple now, folks. And Chicken Little again is saying the sky is falling. Right, Chicken Little? Holy shite. Okay, well. Now, I could keep going, like, what do I... See, I wish I could be, like, more entertaining, but how do you be more entertaining when... I got a like! Holy shit, Shatter said I got a like. Oh, no. Let me just straighten my antennas. Holy crikey. Well, don't you know... So, one weird thing is that Canada, instead of becoming the 51st state, should ultimately starve the world of natural resources and manufacture here in Canada, thus bringing jobs back to the country, and production, because right now we barely produce anything, which is a shithole because we have all the natural resources. Now, it's water break. Now, don't forget, everybody, go fill up your water bottle like I did and start chugging. Ready? Jocker. Hello, welcome back. If you're returning, welcome back. If not, welcome. We're on a water break, which is fill up your bottle of water and drink as much of it as you possibly can in under 5 minutes. Yeah, so far it was filled, and now I'm like right about there. So, oh, we lost them. What the shite hole? I wish someone would give me something to talk about. Here, let's just. I'm gonna ask myself some questions. Ugh. So we got a list of questions. First question, what does nobody want to talk about but really should? Child sex terrorism. People should be talking about it like it's off the rooftop. They should be discussing it. They should be thinking of ways around it, thinking of ways to stop it, thinking of ways to intervene in these slaves' lives. It's called modern day slavery for a reason, folks, and not only because it's modern day slavery, but because we need to talk about this. It is massively a huge issue. It permeates everything that we know. What argument did you have looking back was completely ridiculous? Well, the argument as to why I wasn't a loser? No. Yeah. The argument that you did have that looking back was absolutely ridiculous. Well, I've had several. Most of which with myself or with my imaginary friend there who takes care of me. Or my husband, Clyde. Yeah, because I'm Bonnie. And some of these things are so ridiculous and so like, why the hell was I angry? And sometimes I didn't even know why I'm angry. What do you think your most creative ability is? Ooh. When I come in and dance, like at a club, I can start to control, like spark the energy, take the first thing that I do is everyone knows that they're looking at me. The people are looking at me. So the nervousness of everyone kind of like people don't notice me, eases away. Then people start dancing, and then by moving about the space and also contributing to the cheers and the energy of the room, I can uplift the energy of the room so drastically high. I can level it up. So that would be one of the most creative things about me. Also, I'm very tenacious. Not tenacious, resourceful. So you give me a problem and I will find a way with what I have in front of me to fix it. Or to MacGyver it. I'm a MacGyver. What is the last big argument you go into and what was the last argument you got into and who was it with? Well, it was with Lady Pants Ghibli Bits of the Crazy Bites, who's invisible. Yeah, I was mad and I blame her for everything, which I really shouldn't because she helps me a lot and she respects me and she loves me. And I really, really do think that me yelling yesterday at what I saw to be no one, but someone could be there. And a lot of those, like, and it was a big argument because I was like, you're blah, 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 blah. And she's like, meh, meh, meh. And I'm like, and then like a crazy mobile on Crazy Wings. And then I was like, I'm sorry, and I'll like change my tune. Yeah. So that's really good. Have you ever had a terrible house guest? If so, what happened? What? Something is So I'm gonna stop this. I don't know why that's playing. Okay, so um terrible house guest. Well, I had this one guy who, like, obviously didn't respect me, and I left him over my house, and he left broken glass everywhere, and just like things just skew and a mess. He was really cute though, but he was an asshole, and he obviously didn't respect me very much. So I would have to say he was my worst guest. Mostly at what I can tolerate. Some people have been mean to me, but on average, like it usually could be like delusional or technologically induced. What recent event have you seen? Have you seen that restored your faith in humanity? Well, I think on Grinder when people are saying thank you for fighting World War III because I have it in my bio, um, is my okay. I don't know why the adverse advertisements are. Um, what the fuck? No. Um, and it just restore. It makes me the like battle worth it. And every time I hear shit from these mofos around me, also gets me motivated and restores my faith in humanity because I'm like, yes, we win, in the end. Um, what is your opinion on tattoos? Love them. Don't, if you want to get one, go get them. It's your body, your choice. Make sure you're above age and not drunk as a skunk. Um, I have one, and I'll show you it like right now. See, it's a scorpion. See, it's a tramp stamp. Tramp stampy. Yes, I have a tramp stamp stamper hamp. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jonathan Switch, and I'm a bee today, so let's be Jonathan. Okay, so what destination on top of your list to visit? Well, I would like to go to the Middle East because I heard I would find some rich billionaire who would pick me up in a limousine and never let me leave the palace. I'd be his 977th wife. Like, for real. And another destination place is Turkey. Another destination place is like France, like in like the heart of France, like Nice and stuff like that. I would also like to go visit South America and like live on a boat that travels through the Amazon, like catching fish and selling fish. And another question is, what's the story behind your last rant? Well, my last rant was about real men not boinking babies. Real men don't boink babies. Real men show integrity. Real men don't raise hands at women. Real men shut up and listen. Real men don't rape toddlers either. They teach and defend them. Real men don't gaslight. They honor their commitments and they shush up and listen. Real men don't lie. They tell the truth and own up to their mistakes. Well, anyways, so that rant and the rant about how if you don't think you are being a terrorist when you're destroying, decimating, desecrating, defiling, beheading, decapitating, or whatever the freak you do to the poor innocent future that we call children, and because you're not a man if you do that kind of stuff. So that's the story behind my last rant, because when I get angry at like the torture that I go through, I get mad and I start going anyways. Do you have something special that picks you up when you feel down, and what is it? It would be thinking positively. Totally 110% think positively. If I could tell you another skill that I've learned that I regularly practice is gratitude, because it's easier to be grateful for something bad happening to you than mad it happened. And I think someone described me very interestingly today and said to me, "You're determined." And that for sure I am. I'm determined beyond all shadow of doubt. I'm determined to set the slaves free. Let God's people go, because children go to heaven. So let God's people go, and children are God's chosen people, I would say. Now let's do 10 more questions. I like those. I like answering questions. It makes me feel special. So we're going to do 15 questions this time. What's your favorite daily routine? Well, I think my favorite daily routine that I actually do practice on the daily is not the healthiest one on the planet, but it is my medication that gets me through life, and it's helping me cope with the horrors of torture that I get inflicted upon every day. What do you spend too much time doing? Well, that would be on the phone and on Grindr. Oh, shite. I just go to talk to people because no one wants to touch me with a 10-foot dick. But in doing so, there's a lot of dick pics. I hate to say it. And one comment that I have on Grindr is that parents, you don't understand this is portrayed as a social network. This is no social network. This is a virtual bathhouse. And if you want your children to have access to naked men pictures, then sure, let them have Grindr on their phone. And all manner of debauchery goes on there or gets produced out of there. And probably a lot of STIs and STDs. And luckily I don't boink anyone because no one wants to touch me with a 10-foot dick. And even if it was 10 foot, it would still have to be 19 feet higher and not me, What do you spend, what is your favorite ritual? I would have to say my favorite ritual is eating before I go to bed. It puts me to sleep. It knocks me out. And I fall asleep and I eat. I always have diarrhea in the morning because you shouldn't fall asleep and then eat and then fall asleep. But guess what? Who schmutz much butts of the touch McClut mud huts? If you could only ask one question to each person you meet, what would that question be? If you had 15 seconds and the whole world could hear you, what would you say? The whole world would hear you. What would you say? Well, I would say we have a serious child sex terrorism industry issue. We have a serious child sex terrorism issue, and we must address it, or else we will not have peace. We will not have a future. We will only lead to we will only end up in destruction. What do you hope to be an expert about at some point in your life? Well, I think I'm an expert on the child sex terrorism industry. As far-fetched and weird as that may sound, I'm an expert. And I think I've led other experts in the field of child sex terrorism and finding out about their, what they do. The way that I found out about toothbrushes being used as, butt cleaner outers. Ew, it's weird. But anywho, because it's stimulating. How I figured that out was I got a premonition basically, and then I deducted, what do they do? Obviously. And just thought about it, and I am apparently the only one that thinks like me. What can I say? What do you feel comfortable showing me the photos on? Would you feel comfortable showing me your photos on your phone? Yes, but I would ask you to look away when there's dirty pictures, or I'd say there's dirty picture warning. So if you want to look, you can. But if you don't want to see, then don't look. I don't always say that. I usually just hide it. But what was the story behind why you replaced the last phone you did? Well, that's because I was in Niagara Falls, and this 5G phone hated me. Just absolutely flipping, and I mean hated me with a deep, arching, burning passion. Hated me. And it would let me spell things correctly. It wouldn't load pages. It was my arch enemy out of the depths of hell. So that's all fine and dandy. Well, I finally was you bastard! And I threw it on the ground, obviously smashing it into pieces. And in doing so, having to retreat from Niagara Falls and head back home, because you can't be in Niagara Falls without a phone, because where the hell are you gonna, what is something you find mildly annoying, but not annoying enough to do anything about it? Well, I would have to say the fact that nothing stays on my shoulders. I can't have something on my shoulder like a backpack or anything. It can't happen. It falls off. It doesn't stay on my shoulder. It like, sorry, bag says no. And it's like, it just always, and then it does this, and it's like, holy shit, like, why can't it stay on my shoulder? Can you name 5 things you wouldn't do for $1 million? Yeah, boink babies. Number 2, sell my soul. Number 3, uh, kill anyone. I wouldn't do that. These are the things I wouldn't do. I wouldn't boink babies. I wouldn't murder anyone. I wouldn't like hurt someone, degrade someone. Otherwise, like try to one up them on something. If I was gonna do anything for $1 million, it would be like dance on camera or tell us a really funny story or stuff like that. What is your opinion on social media? Terrible, hate it, don't like it. Social media is the devil's all with there. And I mean it, folks. It is devil wears Prada up in this shit. This stuff completely destroys us, has destroyed our society, and is not good for the future generations. It is like destroying health outcomes. What is the smell that always brings back some type of memory? Well, what is the smell? I don't know about that one. But let's do 10 more questions, then I'm going to call it quits. Hi there. Welcome to Joe Nathan. My name is Joe Nathan Switch. Today I'm a bee, so let's be Nathan. Oh, they're gone. Oh well. So, what did you learn from the last book you read? I learned that I can't take anything personally, and do not assume. I read the 4 agreements, so do not take anything personally. Don't assume things. Be impeccable with your word, and do your best. So those were the items that I had learned through that book, and I read it while I was in custody, jail. And Grindr's just popping. The virtual bathhouse, holy shite! What was the last big mistake you made? Well, I think the biggest mistake that I have made is being too trusting, or just believing what people have to say. But I challenge that for 1 second, because how are you, okay, if someone tells you something and you cannot verify that information, how do you know they're not telling the truth? So you kind of have to go, and take everything with a grain of salt, because everyone can lie to you, and no one will tell you that they did lie to you, except me. Because I will tell you, yeah, I lied, Have you ever witnessed a mic drop moment? Yeah, pretty much every time I get called the F-bomb. Fagotch. That word, I'm always like, miss faggot, that thing, that cunt, and shut up all you're boinking me, because I'm going to feel you, I don't want to hear you. And if you don't be quiet, I'm going to ask you to pull out and leave. Thank you. That's always a mic drop. Also, another mic drop moment is when they call me Bati Boy. I'm like, it's a Bati Queen, and everyone just kind of starts laughing because they don't know what to say. That's always good. If you knew the winning lottery numbers, would you keep them to yourself or share with others? Well, I keep them to myself and probably share the money with the people that I love and give some away. What is socially acceptable today that you don't think won't be in 10 years? Well, I think that what's socially acceptable now is being angry and like rude and like threatening someone. Like, people find that really socially acceptable, and that like it's just okay that you get threatened, even though it is against the law. And I think that won't be tolerated in 10 years. I think that will have a crackdown on it, because threats can escalate, and you honestly never know when a person's threat is going to be fulfilled. And another thing though is that you never know if they're actually going to fulfill it, which is, anyways, I just said that. Anyways, of all the problems in the world, which one would you like to see solved first? The child sex terrorism industry, and I have a plan to do it. If you haven't seen my video, please see my video. Plan to change the child boinking industry, and it's very simple. The slaves need nourishment, hydration, and access to critical services. In short, care. They need an end to degradation, torture, extreme pain, ritualized sacrifice, ritualized abuse, and abuse in general. But for now, we have to accept that our world is built upon it, and every man is pretty much fawning all over it. And I sadly have to sit here and go, why did this happen? But we have to look in and say, what about, we look in and say, it's kind of too ingrained in our society. We have to accept it in hopes that one day we can eliminate the like attraction to minors. That would be the end goal. Do you consider telling white lies to be okay? I used to be so dedicatedly honest that I couldn't say a white lie. I couldn't even tell you a lie, and I'd tell you, and I would be so honest to my fault. Now I will say, my mom asked me, have you used, no, Mom, never. That's a white lie that I just stick to because it's so easier than hearing, all that jazz. What do you do in secret that you're proud of? Well, what I do in secret that I'm proud of is be incredibly tenacious and tactile. Like when I was homeless and in my spare time, like when I was living outside and in my tent, I would work on my tent and I would be very proud of it. And it was just something that I did to keep myself busy, but also to like I'm just proud of almost anything that I do because I didn't think I'd ever get this far, to be honest. So anything that I have accomplished is a cherry on top because I've already accomplished my goal, and that is changing and becoming the person that I would like to be. What's the story about the last time you cried? Well, I haven't cried for a long time because I've been holding it in. I've been taking the grown men don't cry thing, not because I don't think that I don't deserve to cry or that I shouldn't. I just don't feel like it's necessary, and I don't really have anything to complain about. I don't have anything that's so horrible that I need to cry about. And when I do feel like crying, I usually will stiffen the upper lip real fast. That's not always been the case. I used to just sob whenever, and not that I don't like it because crying is healing, but I don't feel that I need much more healing. I need some more healing in regards to the drug use, but I'm grateful for my drug use. So, I have no reason to cry. I know my family's safe. I know my friends are safe. I know that everybody's and everything is going to be okay because God has got us and God has paved our path and anointed us. I don't want to say anointed, but enhanced us with gifts and capabilities to accomplish these tasks, and the will and everything behind it is God. So I don't really feel that I have anything to cry about, truthfully. And when I want to cry, it's all first world problems. Do you have any memories before the age of 5? No. Not that I remember. I don't really remember things. I don't remember anything until I was 11, I think. It's time currently passing quickly or slowly. Well, I think I'm in a state of flow, or in relatively a state of flow. And I'm very grateful for that. I am very grateful for everything that I have, and I just want to say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for just being here, being present, and being alive, because we all now have, God has only kept the people alive that they've kept alive for a reason, because we all have something to give, and we all have to become our own ally and also each other's ally. What are the top 3 qualities you might admire than others? Respect. If you can be respectful to me and respectful to other people, not be negative and not be catty, So being integral, impeccable with your word, and intelligent. I really like people who are intelligent and creative. So those would be the top four. Would it be possible to transplant? If it was possible to transplant your brain to stay alive for another 100 years, would you? Well, I wouldn't transplant my brain. I just eat super healthy and rub my skin and exercise. Then I'd stay at that. I'd stay alive for 1,000 years, and I'd look young. Um, let's do 10 more questions. Come on, I like these. I like answering questions. I play this game with people that I meet all the time, and it keeps the conversation flowing. So, what animal do you think best reflects your personality? Okay, I'm not going to go animal. I'm going to go, well, maybe a squirrel. Yeah, like someone, my ex used to say his spirit name was Black Squirrel. I could see it, but like I really wish I knew my spirit name. I want my spirit name to be Dancing Water Dragonfly. That would be the coolest thing. Okay, if that was my spirit name, because I am dragonfly. I love dragonflies, and I am a social dragonfly. What is something that is common today that humans will be embarrassed about doing in 50 years? Terrorizing children in 50 years is not going to be like torturous, terrorizing. People are going to be laughing, smiling, and it's going to be a whole different world. That'll be 2 generations into the new well-intended trauma program. That would be significantly more prosperous than what we have now, and a lot more fun. What is money to you? Money is an essential evil. I don't really have a money-making bone in my body. I can make money, but currently I rely on the world, on the universe, and the abundance in it. Is there something that most people find cute that creeps you out? When people say baby, like, hey baby, or like call themselves baby, I'm like, no, you are a grown adult, you are not a baby. And then especially in the sexual connotation wise, we're like, yeah, I want to jump on your blah, 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 baby. I'm like, because I take baby so literally, and like it's just, I'm like, no, you are, just stop, don't say it. And especially when you do the daddy thing to me, like, it's like, it just creeps me out. I'm like, is there anything that most people find cute? Okay, if you had to name one thing that makes you stand out from others, what would it be? Well, I think it would be my general appearance, like my general overarching vibration. Sets me apart immediately. I have always been the outcast, and I mean this. If there has been 100 other people, it is 100 other people, and then me. Like, I've never belonged, I've never fit in, I've never, I may have been at points socially accepted and popular, but no. My overarching vibration and now my positivity makes me stand out from others, and my good intendedness stands out from others. What is the most selfish thing you do that you're okay with? Well, I think the most selfish thing that I do right now is tell people when they're being negative, sorry, I don't really want to listen to this right now. I can't take it on. I can't, I can't, if I focused on the negative every day and got thinking about it now, I would spiral, and I don't really need to be dragged down by other people talking about it. And I also don't need, to hear about it, because it's so depressing. Like, could we talk about something a little bit more like joyous and maybe a overarching concept of the thing, like how trauma affects people, or how to view it through a trauma lens, or something that's a little bit more like constructive than,